Hello again, my friends, my seekers, my thrivers. Welcome back to this next installment of How to Thrive. After all, that's what we all want, right? Certainly what I want. So, today we're going to talk about another one of my favorite topics. This one's a little more serious, and I get some chills kind of thinking about this because really this is the core of what thriving is about. This is really the core of the work that I do. This is the core of why I'm so passionate about working with people. It's about impact. So the topic here is how to have more impact on your world. And I say your world because I'm not necessarily talking about being famous or something like that. I'm talking about whatever your world is. Maybe it is the whole world. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your business. Maybe it's your community, your state, whatever. You get to define what your world is. But for me, I want to have more impact on my world, on the people around me, the people I care about, my clients, just people, random people watching videos on the internet. I want to reach out and have impact on people and make their lives better in some really clear, measurable way. Like that's the impact that I want to have on the world, and I want to create that impact in a way that's not after I'm gone necessarily. And we'll talk about legacy in another video because the legacy is another sort of piece of this puzzle. But for the people that I work with, we are intentionally creating impact. That's what we do every day. That's what we're working on. And here's what happens. This is the trap we fall into. And this isn't a criticism. This is so easy to fall into. And listen, I'll be the first to raise my hand. Absolutely, totally been there. So we get busy. We go to school. We get our whatever education is. We find a partner. We get married. We have a couple kids and more kids. And we buy a house, another house. And the next thing you know, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years have passed. And we're just sort of going from, morning to, get out of bed, do our thing, go to get back in bed, get up again, do it over and over again. It's really easy to just sort of let time pass. And, in that we're having some impact, and that's great. Just being around our kids, being around our spouses, like showing up for work and like doing those things does have an impact on the world, and that's all fine. But what thrivers do is instead of just sort of waiting for the impact to sort of flow out of them, they intentionally look for ways to have bigger impact, and that's to be a leader at your existing job. To create your own business, to do something that you're really super passionate about. It doesn't have to be a paid thing. Maybe it's a volunteer thing, or maybe it's a hobby thing, right? But whatever it is, to show up in a way, in a certain energy that sort of radiates to other people, so to speak, and pushes the whatever you're doing forward in a really sort of meaningful way. And when I talk about creating energy that affects other people, I'm not talking about sort of like woo-woo kind of stuff, although I think there's maybe a little something to that. But think about it, like you've met people before who, for no reason that you can put your finger on, you like, wow, that person's really just interesting. I'd like to just hang out. I'd like to have coffee or lunch with that person. I don't know what it is about them, right? That's what I'm talking about. That sort of magnetic energy. Like people who have impact create that in the world. That's good for your career. It's good for your parenting. It's good for your relationships. Good for you socially. So this is a really, really big topic. I'm just going really super shallow on it because this is what I spend weeks and weeks and weeks working on this with clients. So if you want to have more impact on your world and you're serious about having more impact, even if you don't know what that looks like, especially if you don't know what that looks like, reach out to me. We need to talk. I'm gonna put a link here. Click the link. Get on my calendar. We'll talk. I'm not gonna try to sell you a bunch of crap. Just gonna talk to you. So do it, and let's get to work. Let's get you having some impact. So that's it for now. Follow the link, set the appointment, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, peace and love, and I'm out.